A very good evening. Welcome to Prime TV News on Friday, the 22nd of February, with me, Iftia Abdul Qadir. A look at your headlines first. ₹3,600 million worth of development projects in Puttalam are vested in the public. A master plan is to be launched to end unemployment in the north. Another Navy member is arrested over the disappearance of 11 youth. And on news overseas, Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan approves military response if India attacks. In your local news this evening, Minister Mangala Samaravira has said that the government has drawn its firm attention on minimizing unemployment in the north and developing the infrastructure. The minister made this reference joining in the Northern Province Economic Development meeting. A group of parliamentarians representing the Northern Province as well as a group of state officials participated. Also, a group including Central Bank Governor and United Nations representatives in Sri Lanka joined in the occasion. Regional representatives made representations with respect to receiving the facilities needed for the agricultural industry and granting immediate solutions for the unemployment issue of the northern youth. Expressing his views to the media after the discussion, Minister Mangala Samaravira said that the aim of the government is to develop equally all provinces of the country. The minister said that they intend to moot a master plan to develop areas of the north that were subject to devastation during the war. They expect to launch this master plan within the next few years on a streamlined basis. He said that to develop as a country, development should spread to every part of the country on an equal basis. The north suffered a serious setback as a result of the war. Also, the unemployment percentage was very high when compared with other areas of the island. He added that special attention should be directed to the province to develop as a country. Another Navy member has been arrested over the disappearance of 11 youth. The suspect has been taken into custody for detaining 3 of the 11 disappeared youth and killing after brutally torturing them. The suspect is 41 years of age and a resident of Lannila area in Ratgama. The Navy member had been attached to the Kankesanture Naval Base. The suspect was due to be produced in the Colombo Fort Magistrates Court. The Special High Court has rejected a request by former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa and 7 others who sought to file an appeal before the Supreme Court against an order issued by the 3-member High Court rejecting the preliminary objections put forward by the group. Approval was sought to file the appeal challenging the Special High Court's decision to dismiss the preliminary objections filed by the accused in the case pertaining to the misappropriation of funds in the construction of the D.A. Rajapaksa Memorial Museum. This was announced when the case was taken up before the 3-member judge bench at the Special High Court today. The judiciary informed the group, including Gotabaya Rajapaksa, that the request made to file an appeals petition against the case has been rejected. The High Court at bar earlier rejected preliminary objections submitted by the defendants with respect to the case. The request made to file an appeals petition in the Supreme Court against this order was turned down by the judiciary today. The contempt of court case filed against Government Medical Officers Association President Dr. Anuruddha Padenia is to be taken up in the appeals court on May 22nd. Earlier, the appeal court had dismissed the preliminary objections filed by the accused and had announced that it would proceed with the hearing of the case. Dr. Padenia has been accused of making defamatory statements against the judiciary while condemning the appeal court's verdict on Saitam during a protest rally on April 7, 2017. An interim order was also issued on the accused to bar him from making such remarks in future. A case filed against former Minister Kumara Velgama was taken up for consideration in the Colombo Chief Magistrates Court. He is facing charges of causing a loss to the government after illegally appointing a vice chairman to the Sri Lanka Transport Board during the period he was serving as the Transport Minister. Orders were given to deliver the order on the preliminary objections raised by the defence party in relation to the case. The Navy has taken action to further extend its support to identify suitable places to undertake sand mining in Trincomalee. After issuing a temporary order of prohibition for sand mining around the Mahavali River from the 15th to the 28th of this month, the Geological Survey and Mining Bureau has planned to carry out a field survey in order to assess the sand mining process in the Trincomalee district from yesterday to tomorrow, and they have obtained the assistance of Sri Lanka Navy for this mission. Accordingly, large number of places used for sand mining were inspected during the field survey, and suitable places for sand mining were identified, and already issued licenses were also examined. Another sub-inspector has been arrested over the abduction and disappearance of 2 persons in the Busa area. A police sub-inspector attached to the Southern Special Crime Investigation Unit has been arrested in connection with the abduction of 2 businessmen in Ratgama last week. The suspect has been identified as 26-year-old HGV Madhushankar. On a previous occasion, Police Inspector Kapila Nishanta De Silva was arrested on February 18th and remanded until the 27th of this month. The CID is pursuing investigations into the abduction upon the directives of IGP Pujit Jayasundara. The final competition of the second round of the Youth with Talent third generation, which introduced amazing talents of the youth, has concluded. Competitors are getting ready to face the semi-final. This reality program is gifted to the nation jointly by the National Youth Services Council and ITN. The Youth with Talent reality succeeded in making the talented the wonder of wisdom for 3 years. Over 50 competitors from among the talented that came forward for the third generation have joined the second round of the competition. Competitors such as Magician X, Isaac, Sahibul Yamin and Hannibal the Magic Warrior qualified for the semi-final round. These distinguished competitors are ready to endow experiences of a great final round. The winner will receive gifts and cash prizes totaling 10 million rupees. Youth with Talent has already become the most attractive and popular reality program in the country. The challenge round is scheduled to begin on 2nd March.
Coming up next week.
Youth with Talent කියලා කියන්නේ මගේ රටේ talent factory එක. සංසිතය!
ෆයිනල්ස් වලට ඔයා එන්න ඕනේ කියලා මේ කට්ටියත් එක්ක තහ ගන්නවාමයි.
Reality ඉතිහාසයේ ලොකුම වේදිකාව.
දැන් තමයි හැඟෙන ලේ ටිකක් කිනුවේ මගේ.
This is definitely a world record.
Youth with Talent, third generation.
People have called on the government to reopen the largest handloom textile industry located in the central province. They pointed out that it would enable the granting of job opportunities to a large group. Around 5 years had passed since the shutdown of this textile centre situated in the Niyangoda area at Galagedara in Kandy. It was in the final months of the year 1970, providing jobs to more than a group of 200 persons. Only one labourer is at present working at the factory, and he too is serving without drawing a salary. Residents of the area claimed that a high income can be earned from this factory, being a strength to the national economy. They are calling on the government to draw its attention to this matter and reopen this factory. 23 individuals who were engaged in illicit gem mining have been taken into custody. The arrests were made by the Police Special Task Force. Officials of the Police Special Task Force apprehended the suspects while they were engaged in illicit gem mining in the Kudagama area in Avisavela in affiliation to the Kalani River. Several utensils used for the mining of gems were also recovered. The suspects were due to be handed over to the Ahaliagoda National Gem and Jewellery Authority. "60 acres of land used by the army in the north has been handed over to the original residents. The handing over of this land took place at the Vavuniya District Secretariat. This land within the Vavuniya, Settikulam and Vavuniya North Divisional Secretariat divisions was entrusted to the original owners. The district secretary took the initiative of handing over the land entitlements to the divisional secretaries. 7,194 acres of private land used by the Vani Defence Headquarters was handed over in this manner. The Navy has said that 15,000 cubes of sand hidden in a reserve in the Kimnia area has been seized. This racket was uncovered during a raid carried out jointly by defense sectors with the support of several institutions. Naval media spokesman Lieutenant Commander Isuru Surya Bandara said the Presidential Task Force, the Navy and along with the Sri Lanka Police on several occasions took the initiative to round up illegal sand mining and sand rackets taking place in the Trincomalee district. The Geological and Mines Bureau had issued a special statement revoking all permits issued for sand mining in the area from the 15th of this month. He said that also on the 20th of last month, the Sri Lanka Police, the Sri Lanka Navy and the Geological and Mines Bureau during a raid carried out succeeded in recovering a stock of illegally mined sand. He said that they recovered around 15,000 cubes of sand. The Navy media spokesman said that action has been initiated to confiscate this sand haul. Your Biz Update is up next. Central Bank Governor Indrajit Kumaraswamy said that Sri Lanka was expecting 3% economic growth in 2018, lower than earlier forecast, but growth could pick up to 4% in 2019. In 2019, Sri Lanka would benefit from good harvests in the Maha season following the end of a drought. He said that high reservoir levels would also help hydropower generation. Numbers may also be boosted by a base effect with lower growth last year. He said Sri Lanka had posted highest ever foreign direct investment and export growth for 2 years in a row, which he said was helped by a competitive exchange rate. It was dismal compared to countries like Vietnam, but it showed Sri Lanka was on the right track.
The benchmark all-share price index lost 1.32 points, close at 5,837.72, while the S&P Sri Lanka 20 index gained 0.12 points, close at 2,977.47. The turnover was 489.33 million rupees, with 12.16 million shares change in hands in 2,969 trades. The market capitalization at the end of the day was 2,728.5 billion rupees. Top 5 gainers of the day were Ramboda Falls, Multifinance, Renuka Holdings, Singha Hospitals and Prime Finance, while the top 5 losers were Lighthouse Hotel, Lanka Ventures, Nation Lanka Finance, Lanka Ashok Leyland and Morrisons. Today's foreign purchases were 57.5 million rupees and foreign sales were 357.69 million rupees. There were 2 crossings today and the crossing turnover was 363.8 million rupees.
For more information, visit www.itnnews.lk. Do join us once again tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. for more of the very latest on Prime TV News. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.